Hello, OPS families. This is Craig Steinhoff, your superintendent. Several months ago, we asked you to complete an engagement survey, and today's video is about the results of that survey. So, thank you to those of you that took that survey. We appreciate your data, and we will be utilizing this information to help us with continuous improvement. The first question talked about what is your connection to OPS, and as you can see from the blue and the orange, those are our parents. The green are other. And you may ask, well, if you're not a parent, what else would you be? And you may be a grandparent, you may be someone that currently does not have children in our school system. Number two, ask how committed do you feel to OPS? And we are very pleased to see that really committed and committed make up the majority of the pie chart. Somewhat committed is another large chunk, and there are only two small pieces that are not committed or neither committed or uncommitted. Based on question 2, your responses to why you chose this are listed here, and they are separated out into positive and negative themes. Question number 4, this question asks about involvement rather than commitment. And this pie chart is rather similar to commitment in terms of really involved, or somewhat involved. As you can see, the majority of the pie chart is involved from a somewhat level to a really involved level, with 11 of you saying that you are not involved. And so, based on your results here is the reason why you felt that way. Question number 6 asked you what more opportunities or what other type of engagement opportunities would you prefer to see at OPS? And you can see them listed with different colors. Question number 7, and this response was split right down the middle, asking you how engaging are parent-teacher conferences. And we as a staff spent several hours going through this data and talking about ways to utilize the data from your results, and talking about ways that we can improve what we're doing based on what requests you have for us. And parent teacher conferences received a lot of discussion from us as staff. And part of the reason is, as you can see from the result, we're very split. We're polarized. Half want one, or half feel one thing, half feel another. And we talked about it's a very sensitive thing when people would give us a suggestion, and if the suggestion is different than what we're currently doing, or if the suggestion is different than what a number of other people are saying, we know that we have to listen to one. We can't do both. And whenever we do make those decisions, we know that some people are very pleased with it, some people are unhappy. So we want you to know that just because you have an opinion and you bring it to us and we listen to it and we don't do it, it doesn't mean that we're upset with you, or it doesn't mean that we're not listening to you. Oftentimes it means that we have many other people that have the opposite opinion, and we know that we've got to be able to balance that, and we will never be able to make everyone happy, because we all have different things that we want, specifically relating to parent-teacher conferences. Number 8 here shows the answers from number 7 as suggestions to improve PT conferences. You'll note here, just from the start, the very first sentence of positive theme and the very first sentence of negative theme are two opposites, as I talked about. Some want one thing, some want the other. And that is a very difficult thing for us as a school district to balance, specifically when it's not an overwhelming majority wanting one thing versus another. Number 9 talks about our newsletter. We were very impressed to see that 88 people that took the survey read the newsletter. The second question, and this is something that we have talked about for a long time, whether or not you prefer the newsletter to be printed and the hard copy mailed to you. And the majority said, yes, you do. So we are taking this yes, you do, and we will continue our newsletter. It will continue to be printed and mailed to your home. Number 11 asked whether or not you would still read it, and even though we know that you would still read it, we are going to honor the fact that you want it printed, and we will do that. Number 12, this breaks out the different ways in which you receive communication from OPS. I know that Twitter is just a small amount, and I'm hoping that we can continue to increase Twitter. But obviously, our website, Facebook, school app, and email, along with Seesaw, are the major ways that you receive communication from us. Number 13, here is your impression of our current website. We have had many discussions about updating our website. I can tell you that our website is currently offered to us for free through EduSites, which is a service of EduTech. And we know that we could have a flashier website with more color, more bells and whistles. Unfortunately, that would go from free in what we're doing now to thousands of dollars, and we really don't believe that that's necessary at this time. So we will continue with our current free website. Number 14 asks ways that you believe that we should improve our engagement with you. So here are the positive themes. Here are the negative themes. In conclusion, I'd like to thank you again for taking time, number 1, to watch this video. Number 2, for those of you that responded and took that engagement survey. And I want to follow up by saying that we will continue to utilize your input. We value your input. And please don't take it personally when you give input and it doesn't automatically change, especially when you consider that we have many different opinions and many different views that we need to balance and try to do what's best for you and for the students. So until next time, have a great day and thank you for your support of OPS.